Have you ever had a bait that you really liked, but the paint was falling off? Well, today we are rehabbing a decrepit lure. Stay tuned. So the first step in our process today is we're going to take this old crusty bait and any clear coat that's on it we're going to take off with sanding paper, or at least scuff it up and get it to a good surface to paint on. This one is pretty... It actually looks like it's been sandblasted. So it doesn't need much work. I'm just going to hit it real lightly with some sandpaper and get it ready, and then we're going to put a base coat on and start painting. Alright, the paint's been taken off for the most part. We're going to go clean it off real quick and dry it off, and then it'll be ready. Alright, we're going to start off with the Opaque Black. Put it in there. I got about 30 psi. This works so nice. Alright, now we're going to go over it with a pearl silver. And hopefully this will make the pearl stand out. Now, I'm going to use a Candy 2.0. This is the lemon yellow. I'm going to mix it with a UVLS clear. This is the 4050 clear. Again, I'm still at 30 psi. Okay, it's quite a bit. And you can barely see that. Ooh, stuff makes my compressor run. Alright, I'm going to call it there with the yellow. We're going to do a different coat. Alright, now I'm using the UVLS 4050 with the blood red Candy 2.0. And it does look like blood. Starting on the back. Don't go too thick without drying it. What are you doing? We're going to repeat this coat several times to get a nice dark top. So I've got my comb set up. I'm going to spray the candy over the comb and give it some stripes. I'm not going to do a whole lot of lines on this. It's a light shading effect. Alright, I took off the mesh. This is what it's looking like. We're going to do the face in red. And then we're going to do some accents like gills and eyes, and we'll go from there. Okay, done with the red. Clean out the red and go with something else. Now I'm using the Candy 2.0 Deep Purple. I'm going to run over the top to give it a dark back. And then I'm going to do some face work and detailing with dark or deep purple. I've lowered the pressure down, so we'll see how well this sprays. Probably about 18. Coming out very slow. A little splotchy, I'm going to bump it up. There we go. Like I said, we're just trying to darken the back on this. So we're going to do a couple layers of purple. Definitely doing its job. So I have this hole gauger here, and I'm going to use it as a template for gills. Alright, let's see what that looks like. That looks like a little bit of a gill. We're going to move that forward after we dry it. There we go. Now I'm just going to bring that forward on the face. I'm going to rotate this and do that again. Alright, I got it set up. I'm just going to try to go around the outside. Not going to add a lot to it. Dry up our stencil. Alright, I got some Createx fluorescent yellow. I'm going to hit the bottom with this, give it a little brightening. And this is where we'll see how the patch really does. I've always had problems with the Createx fluorescent. Let it dry. We're going to hit it one more time. Alright, like I said, I like a bright orange throat, so here we go. Alright, I've got my bait on the turner, so I can clear coat it and get a nice even coat. I've got the 30-minute slow epoxy from BSI. This is kind of the stuff I like to use. So it's just under 60 degrees in my garage. It's a little too cold to cure BSI 30-minute cure epoxy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the epoxy coat on my bait, take it inside, get it turning, and throw a heater in front of it to bump it up above that 70-degree curing temperature. Looks about right. If anything, you want a little bit more hardener than you do of the epoxy. We're gonna mix it up. Get these blended as best as you can, otherwise you will get bad spots in your bait that just don't cure. Now you only have about 15 minutes to really work with this, maybe less than that. After that it starts to get gelling up so much you can't really work with it. We've got a disposable paintbrush that I use, and we're just going to start coating it. And the bait really comes alive when you add the clear coat. Just brings out all the detail. Alright, I need to go get this plugged in on the drying rack and it'll be done. I'll show you the finished bait.